It's the reason people wake up every day and they lose a day. They are miserable to people around them. They're miserable to themselves. They don't make the changes they want today. It's so there. It's right there because they don't value the fact that they have everything they need already. They're focused on what they don't have. Don't look for a reason why you are the way you are. Just be grateful for the minutes and the days you have to be who you are. Don't throw those away. Every time you get sad, in a bad mood, anytime your emotions start kicking up where you don't feel good, you got to say to yourself, I really do have everything I need. Because like that, it could be taken away from you. The second you become sick and ill, you no longer have everything you need. Now you need to get better. The second a comet is heading towards Earth, and it's going to be all over whenever this happens, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what could be? But as soon as something starts to happen, we no longer have everything we need, do we? So while we have everything we need, why be complaining, whiny people? Wishing it could be better. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Wishing could be better is usually somehow rooted in, wish it was more like them. They have it easier. They have it better. They got more stuff. Why did this happen to me? Why am I the one that's going to be, left behind? Why am I the one that is, not allowed to make it? Why am I? Why am I? All this, it's got to flip. You got to flip that into not those words. Instead, the words, we really do have everything we need. Everything you need, you have it. All you don't have, potentially, is the ability to live being grateful for being alive. You may not have that. That's why this mantra is important. And I'm not immune to this. I have to repeat this all the time because sometimes I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't get enough sleep. Some nonsense happens and, somebody, it could be anything. And now all of a sudden, I'm taking out my feelings and my emotions on people around me. Well, that's the worst possible thing you could do. And the way that I get myself out of that mode is to literally repeat the mantra in my head. I have everything I need, which really means this could be over tomorrow. So I'm taking advantage of today. And these people I'm around, I could lose them tomorrow. So I'm taking advantage of every minute I have with them today. A lot of people out there have lost loved ones that mean a lot to them. And just think about all the stuff you don't want to do. And then think that person that lost somebody would give anything to do that crappy activity, whatever you don't want to do, if they could have their loved one standing next to them when they did it. It's hard for me not to feel something when I say that because who the fuck are we? Ungrateful people we are. I'm one of them. I'm not just talking to you. Some people may be more grateful than me. They may have got this. The older you get, the more easy it is to get this. But every time I'm going through shit, I think I'd rather be going through shit and have these people in my life than not. So the last thing I'm going to do is take it out on them. The last thing I'm going to do is make any moment in their life miserable because being around a miserable person is torture for other people. So that's why a lot of times I anchor in this too. If you don't want to be happy for you, you got to be happy for them. You got to be. Let's assume you're not one of the people who is so opposed to letting the light in that they just can't. Maybe you're not one of these people who we can name the reason that, that's the reason, and now you're messed up forever. Let's assume you're not. What do you have to gain by being one of those people? And not for nothing, it's very, very rare. So let's just know that that's not the norm. Just like I wasn't that way. I felt like I was so depressed that I was in this deep hole, and the thing that gets me out of it, anytime I slip back towards it, is just saying out loud, I have everything I need. I have everything I need. I have people in my life that I am grateful to have here. They're not going to exist forever. I must take advantage of today. I'm happy to have them. This day would be terrible if I lost them. And all I would have to feel a little better would be the notion that every time I was around them, I made their life as great as I could possibly make it. I made their life better because I was a part of it, offering people the most I could offer them. I was giving the world who I am as an artist, as a person, just by putting it out there. I mean, talk about how lucky we are. I could put up a video and a guy comments, from Germany, man, I really appreciate it. I get comments from all over the world, people that are all over, because all I have to do is click a button, and we are in such an amazing time that, boom, it gets out there. I don't got to carry it to Germany with a pigeon. They got it instantly. You can put who you are into the world like this. You just got to be willing to do it. You got to be not scared and not be waiting for the right time. There is no right time. It's always the wrong time. Every single video I ever did that was good, that when I say that was good, that people took to heart, that actually reached a lot of people, I almost didn't post it every single time. Now, why is that the case? Because we don't know what good is. Nobody knows. The person who creates it damn sure doesn't know. Nobody knows. You don't know if your thing you're working on is great or not. So stop pretending that you have control over all that. Just make it you. Uncompromisingly you. All your choices. The way you feel it should be. It's got nothing to do with money. Just don't compromise any part of what you're doing because it's easier to compromise it. Don't do that. That's the thing I'm stressing everybody not to do. And just anytime you feel yourself getting sad and nonsense, all the bullshit, anytime you feel that, just realize there's a car on your chest. That's what depression is to me when I think of just some allegory or whatever, metaphor to what is it? That's what it is. It's a freaking car on your chest. It's not a disease that you catch and can't get rid of. Again, maybe for some people it is, but I'm not talking about that. For most of us, it's a car on your chest, which means you got to push it off. And if you had no choice but to push that thing off because there was a loved one that the car was on, you'd get the strength to lift that car, it would be off. And it's been done. It's documented. We access all of our power, all of our muscles, every fiber in our being to accomplish things that's never possible unless we get to that part of our brain where it's that serious. Well, wake up. It's that serious for you. And unless you feel that, you can't lift the car off you. And that's the point. You're not permanently afflicted until you get a cure. It ain't that. Lift the car off you by building the strength to do it. It all comes from doing what you don't want to do. And being scared and failing, looking stupid, it comes from that. That's where you build the strength. Failing 1,000 times if you have to, whatever it takes. Working out because physical activity gets the mind working better. Eating right because you put in crap, you get out crap. Simple. You do the crap you don't want to do. You don't want to do the dishes. You don't want to clean your house. You don't want to clean your room. You don't want to do the laundry. Do it all. That's what you should be doing. Once that's done, you could do other things. But just amazing what will happen as soon as you start doing everything you're not doing now. Because is it working for you? Doing what you're doing now? No. So how about do the things you don't want to do? A little force yourself to do is what's necessary. You got this. Evan Jaffe, Custom Cut Studios. Take it easy.